Bitcoin could cease to exist from 2029 and onwards. According to this breaking news article from Bloomberg, crypto and Bitcoin could not be a thing from 2029 and onwards, giving me 3 years to find a new job, 3 years to sell 80% of my portfolio that is in Bitcoin and the remainder 19.9% in cryptocurrencies to a safer fiat currency. Guys and girls, this is going to be the topic of today's video, alongside my discussion with Mr. President Trump yesterday night. We were trying to find a solution on bringing altcoin season faster, so that people have been waiting for a long time. We want a tremendous altcoin season taking place in 2026. That was the discussion we had, and I want to give you an update, a follow up from what took place in this meeting. Guys and girls, both this and the first headline that I read to you, well, this headline exists, but the actual implications are not true. And this is an April Fool's joke. Thank you. I know I deserve an Oscar already. Where is my Oscar? Come on, guys, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. Uh, I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do the April Fools, but I had the FOMO because everybody was doing it. Yeah, we covered quantum computing in quite a bit of detail this morning, and the risks associated to it with Bitcoin. This 2029 figure is completely arbitrary. The Google quantum researchers claim that it's going to be 20 times faster to break into Bitcoin's and crypto's encryption. I mean, Bitcoin's encryption than what was originally expected, but they're only 0.000008% away from achieving the level of quantum compute to break into that encryption. I found it to be very fictional. One of the co-writers was somebody on the Ethereum Foundation. So yeah, I'm not a believer in this risk. Bitcoin is going to upgrade to become quantum proof one day. Can we see those dormant Bitcoin addresses potentially get hacked into? Yeah, maybe if a nation state decides to dedicate millions of dollars worth in compute and energy costs to break into one singular Bitcoin wallet at a time over days, months, and years, yeah, if they really want to do that, sure, go ahead. I don't see it as a risk, and I'm not selling my Bitcoin nor my cryptocurrencies because of quantum computers. These are narratives that come close to the bottom. I think that Bitcoin has a little bit more to go. I mean, we're still below the bear flag. I'm still net short for the long term, but accumulating for the long term. Short term, I'm short. Long term, I'm long. I think that is a reasonable way to be putting it. I'm seeing similarities between the November to Jan bear flag, which took place in 2025, extending into 2026. You got a breakdown. After we had a liquidity sweeping event, you got a retest to prior support, turning it into resistance, and down went the price of Bitcoin. That's my base case. Can I be wrong? I can absolutely be wrong. My fail safe for this bear flag is at 77K. If Bitcoin breaks above 77, then the bear flag will no longer be of interest to me. Interestingly enough, though, after 5 consecutive months of decline, Bitcoin created an incline in the month of March by, let's get a drum roll, please, by 1.81%, a whopping 1.81%. At least we didn't get the most recordist, that's not a word, the highest or the most amount of consecutive declines in a row. That was in 2018. We had half a year of Bitcoin just dumping back to back to back to back. We didn't break that record and we stopped at the 5 month mark. Does this mean we get a reversal now? It doesn't necessarily mean that. I think the low will be punched in somewhere in September to October. Given the current geopolitical risk, it makes more sense to be pessimistic than an optimist. President Trump stated yesterday that they will leave Iran within 2 to 3 weeks. Then he posted this in the afternoon, quote unquote, Iran's new regime president. He said that the president is much less radicalized and far more whatever, etc., etc. We will consider a ceasefire when Hormuz Strait is opened, free and clear. Until then, they're going to continue the ongoing attacks. The most important news event that we need to be watching is going to be President Trump's address to the nation, which will happen in 3 hours' time, live streamed on the Moon Show channel. I definitely recommend watching this because it's going to be a volatile time for the markets. Yeah, let's see what happens. Honestly, I can't predict at all what will take place. The Iranian officials are also stating that an important letter will be released by the president of Iran to the American people right before the announcement from President Trump. Guys, it's going to be volatile. Let's just pray that all of this will be resolved in the most peaceful way possible. Uh, Bitcoin is going to be volatile. I'm buying for the long term. If you want to be buying for the long term, you can check out our partner exchanges in the description down below if you want to support the channel and get the best bonuses available. You can buy Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies using weeks. Even on BTCC, you can actually trade things like WTI, gold, silver on BTCC too. Second link in the description down below. Levex you can check out. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. All eyes on the President Trump speech taking place in 3 hours' time. Before we end off, yesterday through STRC, Strategy was able to buy approximately $180 million in Bitcoin. Today, they have bought, let's see how much they're at today. Well, okay, this is, yeah, 184 was what they ended yesterday. I guess we'll get today's numbers in a few hours' time. Miscellaneous things. Dogecoin did a April Fool's joke by rebranding themselves. That was funny. And they also stated, who puts an animal on money? That's not a serious currency. The rest of the world, yeah, I mean, a few countries have animals on their currency. So Dogecoin, you can make the case they're pretty legit. I think they're legit. Look on Chain shows that Bitcoin mining company Riot Platform sold another 500 Bitcoin 2 hours ago. All of the Bitcoin mining companies are selling. Riot Platform is selling millions of dollars of Bitcoin. We saw Mara, the second largest holder in the world, offloading a bunch of Bitcoin in the billion. And they dropped from second place to third place. We're seeing more whale selling activity than buying activity. Finally, crypto card spending has reached a pretty phenomenal place. Crypto cards are very popular. I use crypto card from Bybit. If you want to check Bybit out, also linked down in the description below. In the bull market, you can actually get a chance to spend your crypto profits. Maybe now we're not making so much money, but in the bull market, when we do see our gains again, we can spend our profits using crypto cards, which I found to be a pretty interesting statistic. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all in 3 hours' time.